वेलकम बैक। आप देख रहे हैं गुड मॉर्निंग इकरा और जनाब उसमें मैं हूं आपके साथ। मुझे कहते हैं बुशरा नाज। हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि अभी तक आपको हमारा शो बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है और मुझे मज़ा इसलिए आ रहा है कि आप लोग बहुत माशाल्लाह से एक्टिवली पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं। हमारा जो क्वेश्चन वाला सेगमेंट है उसमें, और सवाल आपको आज थोड़ा मुश्किल लगा बट दिस इज़ इंटरेस्टिंग क्योंकि डेफिनेटली हम भी उससे कुछ सीखेंगे और आप भी उससे कुछ सीखेंगे। हम ब्रेक पे जाने से पहले आपके साथ मौसम और अच्छी बात शेयर कर चुके हुए हैं, मौसम की सूरत हाल आपको बता चुके हुए हैं, आपसे भी गपशप रही। और जनाब इस वक्त टाइम हो गया हमारे पास अगले सेगमेंट का। जैसे मैं जिक्र कर रही थी ब्लेसिंग्स ऑफ अल्लाह का, हम अल्लाह की नेमतों का शुक्र अदा करना नहीं भूलते और चाहते हैं कि जब अगर हम उसको रिपीट करते हैं तो सुनने वाले भी जो है उसको सुन के साथ में फ़ील करें और अल्लाह का शुक्र अदा करें। बहुत ज़रूरी है ज़िंदगी में अल्लाह का शुक्र अदा करते रहना और उससे इस्तग़फ़ार करते रहना। तो इसी के साथ चल के देखते हैं हमारा अगला सेगमेंट ब्लेसिंग्स ऑफ अल्लाह, और देखते हैं आज कौन सी रहमत है अल्लाह की जिसको हम आपके साथ शेयर कर रहे हैं। Blessings of Allah.
Aubergines or eggplants. Several varieties of aubergines are grown all around the world. They vary wildly in size, shape and colour depending on the cultivator type. Did you know, although widely considered a vegetable, aubergines are in fact fruits since they contain seeds. Aubergines contain an abundant amount of health benefits. Heart health. The fibre, potassium, vitamin C, vitamin B6 and flavonoid content in aubergines all support heart health. Studies have shown that the flavonoid content in aubergines can help to lower the risk of cardiovascular diseases and significantly lower blood pressure. Fights cancer. Polyphenols in aubergines have been shown to exhibit anti-cancer effects. They protect cells from damage caused by free radicals and in turn prevent tumour growth and the invasion and spread of cancer cells. Cognitive function. Antioxidants found in aubergines helps to protect the brain cell membranes from free radical damage. Research has shown these antioxidants can facilitate blood flow to the brain. This helps to prevent age-related mental disorders and also improves memory. Weight management. Dietary fibers are commonly recognized as important factors in weight management. Fiber helps you to feel fuller for longer. Since aubergines is already low in calories, it makes a healthy part of a low-calorie diet.
जी जनाब, आज ब्लेसिंग्स ऑफ अल्लाह में हमने देखा ऑबरजीन, जिसको कि उर्दू लैंग्वेज में बैंगन कहते हैं, और भी डिफरेंट लैंग्वेजेस में उनके नाम होंगे यकीनन, लेकिन चूँकि मैं उर्दू में जानती हूँ तो बैंगन उसको कहते हैं। उसके हमने आज बेनिफिट्स देखे एक अल्लाह की नेमत के हवाले से कि अल्लाह ताला ने जब ये फल ये सब्जियाँ हमारे लिए ज़मीन पर नाज़िल फरमाए हैं, हमारे लिए इनको उगाया गया और इंसान के लिए इसको आसान बनाया गया कि उसके लिए रिस्क के मुख्तलिफ वसीले जो हैं आबाद किए जाएँ। तो उसके हमने आज बेनिफिट्स देखे। कई दफ़ा हम सब्जियों को, चीज़ों को फॉर ग्रांटेड लेते हैं। हम सोचते हैं आम सी सब्ज़ी ही है, बस ऐसी सी है, सब्ज़ी नहीं खानी भाई, हम तो मीट के शौकीन हैं, लेकिन उनके फ़वाइद ज़रूर हमें बताते हैं कि हमें बैलेंस डाइट की ज़रूरत है। और ये सब सब्ज़ियाँ भी अगर हम ऐड करते हैं, जिस तरह से बैंगन की बात हो रही है, तो उनके बेनिफिट्स आप ये देखिए कि अल्लाह ताला ने उसमें कैंसर से फ़ाइट करने के लिए जो है ताकत रखी हुई है। तो अगर आज के दौर में कैंसर जो है वो एक बहुत आम बीमारी होती जा रही है, तो उसकी रीज़न ये भी हो सकती है कि हम इन सब्जियों पे, इन फलों पे रिलाय नहीं करते, हम उनको नहीं खाते। हम सोचते हैं कि नहीं, मैं नहीं खाऊंगी, ये मुझे सब्ज़ी पसंद नहीं है। लेकिन देखा जाए तो इन सब में कुछ ना कुछ फ़ायदे होते हैं जो हमारी अपनी सेहत के लिए अच्छे होते हैं, और अगर हम नहीं उनको अवेल करते तो हमारा ही नुकसान होता है, किसी और का नहीं होता। तो जनाब इसके अलावा वेट मैनेजमेंट के लिए बहुत अच्छा बनाया। मैं थोड़े दिन पहले एक देख रही थी छोटा सा क्लिप जिसमें डिटॉक्स वाटर के लिए भी इसको बता रहे थे कि अगर रात को आप इसको भिगो के रख दें, साथ में पुदीने के पत्ते थे, शायद कॉम्बिनेशन था किसी चीज़ के साथ, और सुबह में वो पानी पिए तो बहुत अच्छा डिटॉक्स वाटर है। उसके अलावा हमने देखा हार्ट हेल्थ के लिए कितना अच्छा है और इट फाइट्स अगेंस्ट कैंसर। बैंगन का भुर्ता भी बहुत बनाते हैं लोग, बैंगन के पकौड़े भी बनते हैं, बैंगन की सब्जियां भी बहुत अच्छी सी बनती हैं। और अगर मैं ज़्यादा बात करती रहूँगी तो जनाब मेरे मुंह में पानी आता जाएगा, एंड आई कीप थिंकिंग अबाउट बैंगन। तो मेरा ख्याल से यहीं पे इसके साथ जो है बैंगन का सिलसिला टॉपिक ख़त्म करते हैं। और हमारे पास इस वक्त टाइम है एक और अगले सेगमेंट का, और जिसका कि आपको बहुत वेट होता है। तो जनाब चल के देखते हैं अगला सेगमेंट क्या है। जी जनाब, हमारे पास हमारा नेक्स्ट सेगमेंट जो रेडी है इस वक्त, वो है टुडेज़ गेस्ट। तो आजकल हमने कुछ नया सिलसिला शुरू किया हुआ है। हम एक नहीं, दो नहीं, तीन नहीं, चार नहीं, 5 गेस्ट को भी बुलाते हैं। और आज भी हमारे साथ शो में एक नहीं बल्कि दो गेस्ट्स हैं, और उनकी खसूसियात क्या हैं और किस फील्ड में मास्टर होने की वजह से हमने उनको बुलाया, ताकि हम उनसे कुछ नई मालूमात हासिल करें, कुछ नया सीखें कि ज़िंदगी में ज़रूरी नहीं है कि इंसान को आगे बढ़ने के लिए कोई प्रोफेशनल एजुकेशन जैसे डॉक्टर हो, इंजीनियर हो, या इस किस्म के हवाले से ही जो है सक्सेसफुल होना पड़ता है। तो ज़िंदगी में आगे बढ़ने के लिए आइडियाज़, थॉट्स और आपका स्मार्ट होना भी बहुत ज़रूरी होता है। आप किसी भी चीज़ में महारत रखते हो उसमें आप आगे बढ़ सकते हैं, और जो है मेहनत शर्त है कामयाब होने के लिए। तो मेहनत करेंगे तो ज़रूर कामयाबी मिलेगी। तो इसी सिलसिले से हमने आज हमारे शो में वेलकम किया है हमारे 2 गेस्ट्स को जो इस वक्त मेरे साथ बैठे हुए हैं। तो मैं वेलकम करती हूँ जनाब डॉक्टर शगुफ्ता अहमद को और फारूक यूनुस को। अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
वालेकुम सलाम।
How are you both?
Oh, very well, thank you.
Very well.
Yes.
How did you like our set? And welcome to Good Morning Iqra. I hope you're really finding it exciting to be here with us today.
Yes.
Yeah, it's great. I was just commenting earlier as we're walking in that I'm loving the light fixtures just behind Shagufta's head.
Oh
It's
my God,
really
my
quite
producer
cute.
is going to be extremely happy about this because he loves it when people do praise. Sometimes, you know, these cars really make us embarrassed. I don't know why is he not sticking to it. So I hope you guys are here and reach safe and sound. I don't know if you have done a long journey to reach here, but I hope it was all okay and you're here in good confidence and no more nervousness or anything.
Well, a little bit nervous, but mashallah, we're here safe and sound, and I'm loving the colour scheme here. I love bright colours, so it really does feel like a good morning to me.
It does, and trust me, sometimes I do complain to my producer, oh, you know, the colors of the sofa make me look dark and this, that, and he says, no, these are the morning colors.
Yeah,
it has to be bright. And you have said this now, I can never say this to him again.
I mean, just as a note of consolation, this color, which is a burnt orange, is the same color of my fleece jacket. So
right,
I feel kind of cozy here, you know.
Okay, that's great. So let's move on to the topic, and we would want to know that what are your educational backgrounds. So who shall I start with?
Let's start with Shiki.
Okay, to Dr. Shagufta, yeah. Obviously, your title is doctor, so I must know that you're a doctor, but it's nice if you tell us about yourself.
Sure, okay. Well, I studied pharmacy. So I did my bachelor's degree at the London School of Pharmacy. And here, I was born and brought up here, so I studied here. I loved it. I loved pharmacy. I loved learning, and I wanted to educate myself even further. So after that, I did a PhD in pharmacy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so hence the title doctor.
Okay.
And you know, I think you never stop learning in life.
I know, that's true.
And I think that is what brings me here today, because I still want to better myself. I still want to continue learning about life. So
that's so nice. Yesterday I shared some little piece of information with our viewers, and that was that one of the qualities of successful people is to keep learning. They never think they have learnt enough, and unsuccessful people think they have the knowledge of the whole world.
Yes.
So what you have just said tells me, mashallah, that you're one of the successful people.
Oh, I don't know about that.
So it tells about you. And over to you, Farrukh.
Oh, well, my background's in international finance, so that's what I studied at university. Then I did some postgrad studying in business and management, and I spent some time working in the city, then some time working with a slew of startups. I spent a lot of time in China, the Far East, and had a great time over there. And it was actually when I was traveling and discovering over there that I realized that something new was coming, and this was like digital content, which is what eventually led me to set up the platform. Impossible blog.
All right. Okay, that's great, mashallah. Nice to know about both of you. And you are here today as bloggers.
Yes.
Yeah?
Correct.
So I would want both of you to tell something what blog is actually, so our viewers should have an idea about it, and then we can continue the questions about that.
Okay, that's fine.
So
it's funny because we're doing the blogging, but you know, I've never really sat down to define what a blog is, because we do it in a particular way, but I sat down and I had a look. So for the purpose of our viewers, it's essentially an electronic form of journalism, I suppose. And now things have changed with time, and nowadays everybody has a computer, everybody has a passion and ideas, and they're becoming more and more popular. A way of expressing those ideas is through a blog. So essentially we create content on a daily basis through our platform. So it can be either through Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or a web page.
All the social media.
All the social media channels. And so we cover an event and we publicize it through our blogs.
Oh, right, okay. And would you like to say something in addition to that?
I suppose you could add that it's really about people's changing behaviors and changing habits.
Yeah.
So if you go back, you know, when I grew up in the 80s and the 90s, everyone, you know, you might have had a Polaroid camera, or eventually you transition over to a phone with a camera in it. And social media has had such a big impact on society around the globe. People are now creating their own content and sharing that.
I know.
So what we have now become, every single one of us, we're a little bit more visible as advertisers.
Yeah.
So before we would just create content and we would share it, you know, with the prints. You'd take pictures, you send it off to the company, you'd get it developed, it would come back to you, and you'd sit at home with your family and friends and you'd share photographs. Now the transition has changed, where every single person has got their own identity. Every single person is sharing what they're doing, where they're doing it. And there's almost like a division between so somebody who's in a traditional profession, for example, and they engage in social media just by way of a hobby. And then there's the next step up. And so we're in that next category where we've decided actually we're going to try and turn that experience of sharing into a profession. So you're seeing a huge transition for, I guess, people who have a little bit more confidence and a shamelessness, actually, to say, you know what, I'm not going to be a doctor, lawyer, banker anymore. I'm going to do something else. I'm not discouraging the professional qualifications. I have those myself, so does Shagufta, and a lot of the people that we interact with. And it's always very good to have a solid foundation on which to grow. But a lot of my legal friends, for example, they might have 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 followers on Instagram or on Twitter, etc. So for them, it's more of a hobby. For us, it's becoming a business. And it's a big transition.
All right, thank you so much for a detailed explanation. With your permission, I would like to add a caller into the show. Is that okay?
Sure, by all means.
Yeah, okay. So we welcome a caller. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, so the caller's line has dropped now. Sometimes they become impatient to wait, but that's all right. So you said that for people it is a hobby, and for us it's a business.
Correct, yes.
So I want to know, you do this blogging on behalf of people. They come to you with ideas and they say that do something like this for us.
Yes.
So how do people approach you? When did this start, and when actually you started it as a profession?
Okay, go ahead.
Well, it started with Farrukh. I think he started it. He was well ahead of the tide and started about 5 years ago, 6 years ago? 6 years ago. And it started as a hobby. And since then, he's been developing contacts. And, you know, the following's been increasing, and people are beginning to notice that the visibility and I guess the influence, the power of influence of Farrukh's blog. So I think because we're becoming more well-renowned in the space, people come to us with, we have this project, can you help?
Oh, so they come to you. So
They do. So we work across a whole slew of genres. So from food, fashion, travel. We work with the museums, the car shows, the air shows, the flower shows. So with some of these organizations, we just go in as accredited journalists and we just create some coverage, and that for us will become churn on our platform, just to raise awareness of what's happening, where it's happening, how it's happening. And then there's the more commercial side where people come on board and ask us specifically about particular projects that they want to try and raise awareness of. So whether it's a restaurant that's got a new menu and they want to showcase that and feature that to our audience, or it might be a flower show. So for example, with the RHS, the World Horticultural Society. We do some work with them and with some of their partners. And so we digitize quite a lot of that content and we get it online through our platform, whether it's on Facebook, Twitter or Instagram, which are the three main distribution areas for us.
Okay, that's really amazing. So I'll welcome caller. Assalamu alaikum.
जी वालेकुम अस्सलाम
जी कौन बात कर रहे हैं और कहाँ से आप कॉल कर रहे हैं?
जी सिस्टर मैं नज़ाकत बात कर रहा हूँ बर्मिंघम से।
जी पहले आपकी आवाज़ क्लियर नहीं थी तो अभी काफ़ी बेहतर है। हाँ जी क्या कहना चाहते हैं आप?
जी मैं उस सभी का नाम बताना चाहता हूँ। जी
जी जी ज़रूर बताइए।
हज़रत खालिद बिन वलीद रज़ी अल्लाह ताला अन्हु।
नहीं बहुत शुक्रिया। कुछ और कहना चाहते हैं आप?
जी नहीं बस मैं कुछ और नहीं कि मैं पहली दफ़ा कॉल की है तो मैं टीवी देख रहा था तो मैं चाहे अपना हिस्सा डाल दूँ।
बहुत शुक्रिया आपने पहली दफ़ा कॉल किया। हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि आपकी ये कॉल आखिरी दफ़ा नहीं होगी। अच्छा मेरा ख्याल से he's gone. Yeah, he's gone. So we have a very good segment actually. So you must be thinking, what is the question and what is she about? So I tell you that this segment is about a question related to Islamic history, which we throw to our viewers every day, and then they participate. So it gives them a chance to become live with us and share some sort of bits and pieces of their lives, and then they try to answer the question and we declare it at the end if the answer was right or not.
Ah, so like a Q&A.
So, yeah, so it's kind of sharing the knowledge between our viewers and amongst ourselves. So which is kind of very good.
That's really nice.
It's good to have, I mean, so we do a lot of contributory charitable work as well. So we work with organizations like the Association of Muslim Lawyers, the Muslim Doctors Association, and most recently with a number of other publications and initiatives. So for example, there was a conference a few weeks ago on British Islam, which is quite interesting actually. And so we got interviews with Karen Armstrong, the author, and a few other interesting personalities. And so we create, because our medium is social media, so it's short format content, and it's mostly video content which is augmented with photographic content. We create short video clips which are edited and cut and optimized for this new generation of people who have very short attention spans.
I know.
And so you've got to have something which is a really quick, juicy, snazzy, inspiring soundbite. Exactly. And you've just got to get it out there. So we do that quite a lot. So you know, my background is, my heritage is as a British Pakistani. I'm a Muslim by faith, the same with Shagufta. So we try and reach out to people who give a positive, better image of Islam as it is. And in fact, when we had the demonstration that took place, the rally, the pro-Europe rally a couple of days ago in Westminster, there was a British Pakistani schoolboy who was on the stage, and he spoke about being British, being Pakistani, being a Muslim, and how he felt that all these helped him become a better European as well. So it was really nice to try and give a positive voice, because, you know, I think as Muslim people we need like more positive messages.
I know.
So it's nice to have.
Definitely. And we'll be playing short clips from your blogs, definitely, and we would want you to keep telling us along with that. What is this about?
Oh, this is, so there are a lot of food festivals. So we do a lot of work with a number of the leading chocolate shows, both in the UK and in Europe. And they often invite us to feature different things. And so in this case, it's a dessert which is actually a chocolate case, like a sphere. And then when you pour melted chocolate on top of it, and when you get inside, there's like a chocolate brownie and a few other bits and pieces. So it's
and there is the next one about the afternoon tea.
Yes, so we do a lot of work also with leading restaurants in London, and we review afternoon teas.
So basically, yeah, I think as ladies we love afternoon teas.
Oh my God,
it's one of my passions, and so we're invited by different hotels and amazing, to make amazing discoveries, and then we've digitized those discoveries. We take photographs and we post them. So, you know, if you would like to have that kind of experience, you know where to go.
I know. And trust me, this is so good for me because I have a sweet tooth and everything in here is just for me.
It's just amazing.
It's just amazing and delicious. It really seems delicious.
I mean, one of the nice things, particularly about the food element of this, is that you get to see a lot of the chef's inspirations. So it's not just about going and eating, but it's about getting a taste of what inspired them. And so, for example, this is at a lavender farm, which is not too far from Croydon itself. And they had specifically an afternoon tea, which they set up, where everything incorporated an element of lavender. So like the fudge had lavender within it. And then the scones were glorious. Oh, the macaroon was really nice.
Very nice. It's so nice. So, delicious. Yeah, I agree with this. Delicious, definitely. So, are these all made by yourself only, or it's a teamwork?
So there's two of us who run the platform full time, Shagufta and myself, and then we've got 7 other people who come on board for different projects.
Okay.
So for example, we do a lot with car shows. So we were actually at Silverstone a couple of days ago for a new event called the Silverstone Classic, which happens in July. And one of the things that happened on the press day is that actually Shagufta and I were the only 2 from our team who were able to make it. But one of the nice things was that we happened to get an opportunity to drive around the track in different cars.
Wow.
And because Shagufta is a bit scared of having a closed helmet, so she had an open helmet. So she had to go into a closed top car just for safety.
It was very fast though. Oh my goodness. It's the fastest because a professional race car driver, he drove me around the track and I was like, in the beginning I was like, oh my God, I was just holding on, but then he just, no, come, relax. And it's like, it's an experience that you don't ever expect you'll have, but once you have it, you say, I want another one.
So you actually experienced some quite interesting stuff along with that.
We do. I mean, it's really fascinating, the diversity of experiences that we create on the platform. So people often say, well, do you blog on food, or do you blog on travel, or do you blog on fashion? And we say, well, actually we cover all the genres.
I know.
And sometimes they say, well, then that means you're not really specialists in any of them. But then when you view our content, all the quality of our content is such that it tends to be very specialized. It's just very diverse.
I know.
So as a platform, we meet the interests of a whole diverse spectrum of individuals, both in the UK, which is our primary audience, as well as abroad. So it's really quite educational and fascinating.
No, I can tell that from these short clips we have just shown to our viewers. And my next question would be, which I would want you to answer after this little short break we will have in a minute. And my question is, like, you said that you are into this business now 5 years ago you started it. So to let people know that you are here for these services and they should approach you if they want any kind of service from you in relates to blogging, what method did you use to advertise about it? So I would want you to think for the answer and answer me after this short break. जी viewers, हमारे पास टाइम हो गया एक छोटे से ब्रेक का. बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग गुफ्तगू चल रही है. हमारे पास 2 ब्लॉगर्स हैं आज, फ़ारूक और डॉक्टर शगुफ्ता. इनसे बातचीत कंटिन्यू करेंगे इस छोटे से ब्रेक के बाद. आप कहीं मत जाइए.